बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। स्टूडेंट्स 19.2 एक्सरसाइज स्टार्ट करेंगे। इससे पहले हमने एरिया की बात की थी, एरिया अंडर द कर्व की बात की थी। सो यहाँ पे जो आपकी बुक की एक्सरसाइज है दैट इज एक्सरसाइज 19.2। यहाँ पे हम ज्योमेट्रिकली भी देखेंगे, यानी कि हम डायग्राम भी बनाएंगे फंक्शन का और फिर उसका एरिया भी निकालेंगे। तो हमारा जो क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 से एक्सरसाइज का है, इन एक्सरसाइज फ्रॉम 1 टू 20, जो 1 से 20 के दरमियान जो क्वेश्चंस हैं, इसमें जो है हमारे पास कह रहे हैं कि जी स्केच करें। नंबर 1, स्केच द ग्राफ। पहले स्केच करेंगे ग्राफ को एंड बी सेकंड में हमारे पास ये कहते हैं जी के एरिया निकालें। सो एरिया ऑफ द फंक्शन कर्व कर लेते हैं या फंक्शन कर लेते हैं, तो ये हमारे पास होगा। अब हमारे पास जो प्रॉब्लम है दैट इज फर्स्ट प्रॉब्लम है क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 एक्सरसाइज का, जिसमें कहते हैं एफ ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू -2x प्लस 8 एंड द डोमेन बिटवीन, यानी किस इंटरवल के दरमियान हमें निकालना है, दैट इज x इज इक्वल टू 1 एंड फ्रॉम x इज इक्वल टू 1 टू x इज इक्वल टू 4। इस रीजन के दरमियान हमें इसको फाइंड करना है। तो पहले एरिया निकालने से पहले आप इस फंक्शन का ग्राफ बनाएं। सो हेयर जब आप ग्राफ बनाएंगे तो सबसे पहले एक टेबल बनाएंगे। ये टेबल हमने बनाया। यहाँ पर सबसे पहले टॉप पे आप x लिखेंगे और x की वेरिएशन आप 1 से लेकर 4 के दरमियान लेंगे। 1, 2, 3 एंड 4। ठीक है। तो यहाँ एफ ऑफ एक्स फंक्शन, ये हमने लास्ट टाइम भी डील किया था, सेम यही एग्जांपल हमने देखी थी। फिर आगे जो है हम प्रोसीड करेंगे। मैंने कहा था कि नेक्स्ट लेक्चर में यहीं से आगे लेके चलेंगे। तो सबसे पहले आप क्या करेंगे, x की जगह पे 1 यहाँ फंक्शन में पुट करेंगे। when you put x is equal to 1 in the above function, so here the function will be treated like f of 1, and in the place of x we put 1 first, so that is -2 and to 1 plus 8. Now calculate the value of f at 1. So here f of 1 is equal to -2 plus 8. We get answer 6. So our answer is here 6. Area between curve हम find कर रहे हैं. So here area of that function we calculating. So first we sketch the graph, then we find the area of the curve. So now again in the place of x we put 2, f of 2 here -2 and to 2 plus 8. So f of 2 is equal to -4 plus 8. We get from here 4. So value of f of 2 is 4. Now next one, put x is equal to 3 in a function. F of 3 is equal to -2 and to 3 plus 8. F of 3 is equal to -6 plus 8. We get f of 3 is equal to 2. So we can write here that is value of f of 3 is 2. Now next one, the next value is putting x is equal to 4 in a function here. F of 4 is equal to -2 into 4 plus 8. We get f of 4 that is equal to -8 plus 8. We get from here 0. So here that is 0. So now we can calculate the area. Before going to area, we first draw the graph of that function. Here that is a graphical representation now. Here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 in the x plane. Okay, on x-axis we can put the value of x. So here next on the y-axis we can draw that is f of x, the function will be represented. So f of x answers is 6420. So now we can write that 2, 4, 6. So here at the point when x is equal to 1, we get f of x is 6. When x is equal to 1, f of x is 6. So that is our point. Now next one. When we put x is equal to 2, we get answer 4. So that the another point is here like that. Now next, when x is equal to 3, we get answer 2. So we can put that point. So now x is equal to 4, we get answer f of x is 0. So the next point is here. We join that points all. So that show that we can find the area of that region. If this region is lies above of the x-axis, so we can take a positive sign with the term. Okay, so that is the graphical representation, and we are interested to find the area under the curve between 1 to 4, and that is the region which we have to find the area. So now we can integrate the function by using our formula we have already studied in last lecture. So first ये आपके पास फर्स्ट तक आ जाएगा, यानी आप स्केचिंग कैसे करेंगे, दैट इज द वे हाउ टू स्केच द ग्राफ. Now next one, from further we can integrate that function. How can we integrate? We first know about the sketching, that is the sketching. Now solving that problem, if we want to find the area, we can write that area of the curve is equal to, that is limited from 1 to 4. We write here 1 to 4, that is limit. F of x, that is a function, we can write that minus 2x plus 8, that is our function with respect to dx. So area is equal to 1 to 4, that constant is shifted outside, and integrating x with respect to dx, plus constant 8 is shifted outside and integrating 1 dx. So here area is equal to minus 2 x square divided by 2, that the derivative of x is present with him 1, and then we can add in a power and denominator simple way 1 to 4, that is limit, plus 8, integral of 1 is x, and the limiting point is 1 to 4 is right that here. Area is equal to, that is 2 cancel with 2, minus here in the place of x first we put upper limit, that is 4, 4 square minus 1 square, plus 8, 4 first upper limit, then in the place of x is 1, so we get that. So now calculating that, we get from here area is equal to minus 4 square is 16, 16 minus 1, plus 8, 4 minus 1 is 3. So here now write the next step here, area is equal to minus 15 plus 24, we get answer from here, that is area is equal to 9. So your required area is 9. तो आपका आंसर आ जाएगा 9. So that is the way to how to sketch the graph and then find the area of the function. So exercise 19.2, the first question is here. Any question please, Avash? किसी का कोई question हो तो वो पूछें, then go to the next question. Okay, so now next question from exercise 19.2. Now taking question number 2 and solve same technique, sketch and then solve the problem here. In 19.2, question number 2 say that f of x is equal to minus 2x plus 8, and the value of x between x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4. That is value. So first we sketch the graph, then we go to the area of the function. So here first draw table. The value of x is taken from 1 to 4 because in the problem is given that, sorry, that is given is 2 to 6. In problem given that is 2 to 6. The value of x is in book from 2 to 6. So here first in x is 2, then 3, 4, 5, and last is 6. Here f of x. Now calculate that one. So now we calculate that. Here first we put in the place of x is 2, f of 2, that is equal to minus 2 into 2 plus 8. In place of x first we 2 and calculate the value. 2 2s are 4, minus 4 plus 8 we get 4. So here that is 4. Okay, so now 3, f of 3 is equal to minus 2 into 3 plus 8. We get from here answer is 2. 2 3s are 6 in negative form and plus 8 we get 2. So written is here that is 2. Now next one, f of 4, minus 2 into 4 plus 8. We get from here answer is 0. So our answer is 0 is that one at that point. Now we put x is equal to 5. We get from here minus 2 into 5 plus 8. We get from that minus 2. And last f of 6, minus 2 into 6 plus 8. We get from here minus 4. So that is our value, means yeah, here is minus 2 and that is minus 4 when putting x is equal to 6 in above problem. So now we draw the graph of that function like that. Here the value of x is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here if here is 0, then the value of x is write that 1 and then 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And the answer is coming to 0 and negative form is also. So that is 1, 2, 3, and 4. In negative sign, it is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and minus 4. We get that answers. Now plot that. Here, when the value of x is 2, we get the answer 4. When putting x is equal to 2, our answer is 4. So the first point is here. Now, when x is equal to 3, we get answer of function is 2. Okay, when we put x is equal to 3, x की वैल्यू अगर हम 3 पुट करें, ठीक है, तो हमारे पास आंसर क्या आता है 2. So we can take a point that one. When we put x is equal to 4, we get f of x is 0. So that is our point here. And next one, when we put 5, we get minus 2. That is here. And last one, when putting 6, we get answer is minus 4. Basically the graph is here and that is between that region. That is our region where we want to find the area. So we can see that from above the x-axis, the region is that one. We can I'm shaded with the blue pen. That is the region. And region where is downward, it means below the x-axis, that is shaded with the black marker, that is here. Okay, so if the below, so we can split the integral of the function on two different form. अगर आपके पास ये इंटीग्रेशन जो है ग्राफ बनाने के बाद अगर आपके पास ये आ जाता है कि जी ये आपके पास नीचे क्वाड्रेंट यानी कि फोर्थ वाले में चला जाए या थर्ड वाले में चला जाए, so we can split the integral. If that is below the x-axis, so we can split here the integral first. So how can we split that from that integral? Now we can see that here the function is integral of the function is like that. Area is equal to, that is integral from 2 to 6, and function f of x dx basically integrate. That function integrate which is minus 2x plus 8. But here we can see that when we putting 2 it gives answer positive, when we put 3 that is give answer positive, when we put 4 that gives answer 0, and after that it gives the negative answers. So we can change that integral like split into two integral, which we can say that from 2 to 6 the function is gives positive answers, means above the x-axis. Sorry, 2 to 4 that gives the above, but from 4 to 6 that function gives our answer in negative, that say that it's represent in the fourth quadrant and below the x-axis. So we can split the integral and sign of negative will be represented that is below the axis. तो जो हमारे पास below of the axis होगा उसके लिए हमने माइनस का एक साइन लगाना है between जिस रीजन आपकी बात होती है. So we can identify the region and then we split the integral. जी किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन? एनी क्वेश्चन प्लीज सर. शाबाश बच्चे, किसी का अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है इससे रिलेटेड तो पूछें.
सर ये ट्रायंगल बन गया है ना,
जी बच्चे.
तो हम इसमें से सिंपल फार्मूला लगा दे एरिया निकालने के लिए, तो वो क्यों नहीं हम कर रहे?
नहीं, हमने इंटीग्रेशन से करना है ना. आवाज कट रही है बच्चे आपकी उरूज. उरूज बेटा आपकी आवाज कट.
मेरा कनेक्टिविटी इशू हो.
अच्छा अच्छा, देखिए हम इसको ना स्प्लिट करते हैं दो इंटीग्रल में. हम क्या करते हैं, दो इंटीग्रल में स्प्लिट करते हैं. जो कि बिलो होगा उसके साथ नेगेटिव साइन, जो अबव होगा उसके साथ पॉजिटिव साइन. सो we split our integral into two integral in which from the first the above axis we can see that from 2 to 4 it gives a positive answer. उरुज बेटा माइक ऑफ करें पहले तो, क्योंकि आपकी कनेक्टिविटी का इशू आ रहा है. From 2 to 4 f of x, that is a function which gives the positive answer. It is above the x-axis, and from the 4 to 6 it gives the negative answer below the x-axis. So जो below of the axis है उसके लिए हम negative एक sign लगा लेंगे और उसको integrate करेंगे. So now we integrate that function here, that is written as area is equal to from 2 to 4. Okay, from 2 to 4, that is f of x is minus 2x plus 8 dx. Now minus sign is here from integral 4 to 6, that is minus 2x plus 8 and dx. So ये आपके पास इंटीग्रल आ जाएगा. Now we can integrate that function. So now ग्राफ रिमूव करता हूँ मैं इसको और यहाँ आगे सॉल्व करता हूँ. Now further solve that problem here. That is area is equal to minus 2. So now integrate that function separately each term. We get from here that minus 2x square divided by 2 from 2 to 4, and the next term is plus 8x after integration from 2 to 4. The negative sign is implemented on both terms, So its sign is changed from positive 2x square divided by 2, but limit is 4 to 6. And the last term is 8x, and it's that is negative 8x from 4 to 6 after integrating each term. So now next, area is equal to, applying the limit, minus, in the place of x we put 4 first, 4 square, then 2 square, that is first one, plus 8 and to 4 minus 2 second term, plus 2 and 2 is cancelled. In place of x we put first 6 square, then we put 4 square, so that is next term. And the last term is minus 8 and 2 6 minus 4. Now calculating, 4 square is 16, 16 minus 4 is minus 12. Oh, here 4 minus 2 is 2, plus 8 is multiplied with 2, so we get from here 16. Now next term, 6 square is 36, 36 minus 16 we get 20, and minus here minus 16 is here. So now 16 and 16 is cancelled, we get from here that is 8 square unit. We can write that 8 square unit be the area of that region when we calculate. Okay, so that is the way to calculate the area of the of the function. So that's the way in which we have to find the area of the function. So now question G, any question please? शाबाश, किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन है तो वो पूछे. Now next question, question number 6. In question number 6 say that f of x is equal to minus 2x की power 3 from x is equal to 0 to 3. So again problem started with the same way to solve that problem. Now first draw a table. In table here, that is the x, value of x from 0, 1, 2, 3, and here that is the f of x we can calculate. So now first we put in the place of x is 0, so we get answer is 0 simply. That is f of 0 is equal to minus 2 into 0 power 3, we get answer 0. Now next one, f of 1 minus 2 into 1 power 3, we get minus 2, so that answer is minus 2. So now next, in the place of x we put 2, so minus 2 into 2 power 3, that is minus 16, so we get from here minus 16. And f of 3 we get minus 2 into 3 power 3, that is 3 power 3 is 27. 27 multiplied by 2 is minus 54, we get answer is minus 54, so that is minus 54. Okay, so now we draw the graph of that values here. So that is for example here we draw the x-axis 0, x1, 2, and then 3, that is x-axis. In answer of f of x is 0, minus 2, minus 16, minus 54, so we take simply the value to draw that. say that -2 is here, for example. After draw on the graph paper, so it's better to predict the value. Say that -16 is here, and let thing be that -54 is here. ओके, सो जस्ट मैंने अपनी आसानी के लिए किया, आप यहाँ पे लिखिए -1, so -3, so on, so that the value of the function is present is here. So the value at 0, it gives the answer 0, so the first point is here. And the second, when x is equal to 1, we get answer -2, so that is the second point. And next, when we put x is equal to 2, we get answer is -16. And next 3, so we get answer is -54. So that is our graphical representation, and we want to find the area of that region that is below the x-axis. So again, that function totally below the axis, so we simply solve after the integral, so we can find the area that is totally below the x-axis. So we cannot split our integral, but we have to represent with negative sign the whole integral, क्योंकि ये अपर आपके पास लाई नहीं करता, सारा आपके पास डाउनवर्ड लाई कर रहा है. So we simply represent with negative sign. So now next, here the value is that now we can integrate that function like that. Area of that function from 0 to 3 f of x dx. So we can write sign of negative due to below of the x-axis. So right is minus sign 0 to 3, 0 to 3, f of x is -2x power 3 and dx. So negative negative is positive, 2 is shifted outside, and 0 to 3 x power 3 dx. Okay, so now integrate that function, so we get 2x power 4 divided by 4 from 0 to 3. 2 1s are, 2 2s are, so area is equal to 1 by 2. In the place of x, first we put 3, 3 power 4, then 0, 0 power 4, so we get 1 by 2, 3 power 4 is 81. So that we can solve, after that we get 81 divided by 2 square unit. That is our required value. तो ये हमारा value होगी. Any question please, शाबाश. शाबाश, किसी बच्चे का अगर कोई question, any question please. So simply first we sketch the graph, and having to show that the graph is lying below the. So here, if we write the sign of negative, we can say that the area, yeah, we can say the area lies below x-axis. So then we can represent with negative sign. So that is the way to solve that problem, and the problem simply solved. So here, that is the case in which we have to solve that type of problem. Now next one, if here the function, simply one function is involved in a problem we have to solve. If the function is more than one is involved in a problem, so how can we deal with that function? So here, the graphical representation first we show. For example, graph of two function like that, in the x and y axis lie between, that is from 0, and here for example 5 and 10. So the first graph will be come like that, and the second function will be increase. The first function is f of x, and the second function is g of x. Okay, that function is g of x, and that is f of x. We are interested to find the area between them, so that is the required area to find. Two functions are given in a problem, and you can draw the graph of that function and then find the area between them. So we are interested to find the area between them, like that region. So two function, for example, the first function f of x is given to us, that is for example, say that is x square, and the second is minus, for example, minus 2x power 3 plus 27. Here that is two function, for example. If we want to find the area between them, so how we can find the area between them? So we simply find the area between them, that is the region has been identified. For example, from 0 to 3 it's given, for example 0 to 3 it's given to us. Okay, sorry, that is that point is 0.0 to 3, and the value is would not know about the f of x. Here the lies is 5, that point is lies here. We are finding area between them, like that, from 0 to 3, because this region is closed at point 3, for example, just taking as example that problem, and we want to find between them. So here, if we want to find the area between them, so we can write a formula, that is g of x minus f of x d of x. Okay, so we can solve with that formula, and we can integrate that function like that. Area is equal to 0 to 3 g of x dx minus 0 to 3 f of x dx. That is the way to find the area. So अगर हमारे पास दो फंक्शन कंबाइन फॉर्म में हो किसी रीजन में, तो हम उसके लिए देखेंगे कि कौन सा ग्राफ हमारे पास फर्स्ट आ रहा है, दैट इज g from here, and that from above, that is formula is represented for f is come first. Okay, f come first and g come second, because the above region is f of x and below region is g of x. So that is f of x and the below is g of x. So we can calculate with that formula. Okay, तो सबसे पहले हम ऊपर जो है वो above जो है ग्राफ जिसका है उसको लिखेंगे, और नीचे हम जो है वो जो ग्राफ बन रहा है उसका, तो that is g of x and the second one f of x. The above minus below, we can find the area between them. That is formula we have to use. ये ग्राफिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है जी. किसी का कोई क्वेश्चन हो इससे रिलेटेड तो फिर बताएं, देन गो टू द नेक्स्ट प्रॉब्लम. शाबाश.
सर इससे रिलेटेड नहीं है, लेकिन एक क्वेश्चन है मेरा.
जी पूछें बच्चे.
सर ये जो इंटीग्रेशन है लिमिट वाली, अगर इसमें दो चीजें आपस में मल्टीप्लाई हो रही हो तो फिर वो कैसे निकालेंगे?
दो चीजें मतलब क्या चीजें मल्टीप्लाई हो रही हो? फॉर एग्जांपल आप मिसाल दें.
कोई भी दो फंक्शंस है वो मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हैं आपस में,
तो उसके लिए हम
और लिमिट भी लग रही है, तो फिर कैसे करेंगे?
तो जैसे बाय पार्ट्स करते थे वैसे ही उसका प्रॉब्लम अभी करते हैं भाई. ठीक है,
ठीक है सर.
ठीक है, अभी इसको भी सॉल्व करते
ठीक
हैं.
है सर.
आपके पास, आप ये कहना चाह रही हैं अगर मेरे पास दो फंक्शन मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे हो, जैसे एरिया इज इक्वल टू 0 टू फॉर एग्जांपल 1 है, और फंक्शन आपका लिखा हुआ है x sin of x, दैट इज टू फंक्शन, राइट, दैट इज मल्टीप्लाई. सो आपने पढ़ा था इसके बारे में कि वी हैव टू यूज द बाय पार्ट्स रूल. when you solve that function with the simple indefinite integral, indefinite integral, you solve that problem, x and sine of x, then you find the value x sine of x, you can calculate. So we can apply the limit on the other side, like that. You have to see that problem. मैं इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करता हूँ, देखें जरा. that is by parts rule, because it's two function. The first one is a u function and the second is v function. So first you ask me what is in that u function is what here. U is what? X sine of x. U is equal to x and v prime of x is equal to sine of x. So sine is the integral of sine is the derivative of cos. Okay, so we can say that v of x may be a minus cos of x, that its derivative is minus sine of x. So how can we integrate in by parts? By parts में हम कैसे करते थे? That is, we can write here u and v prime dx is equal to, that is u v prime is equal to uv minus integral derivative of u. Okay, derivative of u and v is here. So that is the way to how to we integrate the function. So using that formula, here the u is x and v prime is sine of x dx is equal to uv. U is x and v is what? V is minus cos of x and minus in integral u prime is x derivative is 1 and v is minus cos of x d of x. Now integrate then solve. ठीक है बच्चे?